Hello, today's May 24th, and I'm doing an update on the Cyprichromis tank and the fry, as well as the brine shrimp culture. On the tank, the fish tank that is, there's still 11 fry there, and I think it's been about almost 2 weeks now, or a week and a half, and I'm very pleased with the fact that I haven't lost any yet. Part of it's, I think, the reason that I'm feeding them brine shrimp every morning, baby brine shrimp, and they are also getting, I feed them twice a day other than that, with just some flake food kind of crumbled up, and they seem to be healthy in the natural environment, I think, is part of it as well. That's just my guess. I'm not an expert because this is the first time I've had this many fry, but so far so good, and I hope it continues. They all look pretty healthy here. Some of them are smaller than others, but even the small ones look pretty good. I remember when I had fry before last year, there was some that were really looking feeble, and they didn't seem nearly as big. So I think the mamas left the fry in their mouth a little bit longer. It was somewhere between 4 and 6 weeks. I think that was the range, and or 4.5 to 6 weeks, and that let the fry grow up really big and be healthy when they were released. But there's a lot of debate on that, I guess, whether you should strip the fry or let them be released naturally, and I chose the latter. Anyways, that's it for the fry. There's lots of plants. The plants are growing like crazy, and there's lots of anubias flowers that have happened, and there's a couple there in bloom right now. And I have so there's a total of, there's the young male, and then there's the big male there, and then one of the females at the top, and there's another female sitting down here in the plants there, and then there's an 11 fry, and then there's also the male back here. He often pokes his head out there, and he's staying alive just fine, just eating brine shrimp and other food I send down that way. So, anyways, the tank is doing pretty good, and just wanted to give you a quick update. Okay, now I'll move over to the brine shrimp. Now this is interesting. The first thing you might note is that there's no brine shrimp in there, which is quite an interesting dilemma I have right now. Actually, it's a good learning experience for me, because what had happened was that the tank was full, absolutely packed with brine shrimp, adult brine shrimp, and they were breeding and they're having a lot of babies as well. But I ended up, the nitrogen cycle was not going very well. It had a lot of nitrite, so I did some research. I said, oh, let's decided on going. So it was this live sand that you buy from the fish store. It's supposed to be bacteria free, and you had all sorts of good bacteria and so on. And also got that live rock, which is right here, which has been really cool. There's lots of cool little things on it, live things. And but anyways, for some reason, and I still haven't discovered it yet, the brine shrimp actually died off in about 3 days after that, just slowly died off. And I've tried to raise baby ones in there, and they won't survive in there now. So now I'm in this, I want to figure out what's wrong, and I'll just do this nice and slow and try to figure out what the right parameters are for raising brine shrimp in this type of environment. So we'll see. But the nitrites are still high, and it's still, the nitrogen cycle hasn't been finished yet, but that didn't seem to affect them before. So it's probably something else in the tank, either some chemical that was in the live rock or the sand, or some bacteria, or some element or trace element or something like that. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out, and I've been working on it for a few days and still haven't figured it out. One big thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to start adding reverse osmosis / deionized or / distilled water to the tank, and that's supposed to help get rid of the bad stuff in there. And I'll just do slower water changes and stuff like that. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the update today. The only other thing I'd like to add is there's you can't see it, it's just way too small, but there's a little like 5 millimeter long or 6 millimeter long, looks like a small lobster or shrimp in this tank that I saw yesterday morning. And I think it's a mysis, M-Y-S-I-S shrimp. and they don't grow that big. But that was a hitchhiker in the live rock, and hopefully it'll stay here and be healthy. I'm surprised that survived when all the brine shrimp died. But I'm not sure if it's that. If it's something a regular shrimp, it'll get a lot bigger, which would be really cool. But this, I think, is the mysis one, which stays real small. So anyways, all the best and God bless. Bye-bye.